Welcome to the deep dive. Right, let's forget the complicated marketing stuff for a minute, the email funnels, the ads. Today we're diving into, well, us, the human operating system. And we're looking at a huge challenge, especially for gyms and fitness places, keeping members coming back. Our mission, to figure out how this thing called wise reasoning, it's a psychological habit, can help you, the member, actually show up.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? Because the problem often isn't the classes or the price. It's something internal. You see new members start strong, then they just fade. And a lot of that comes down to what scientists call present biases.
Ah, present bias, that feeling of wanting comfort now.
Exactly. It's this hardwired thing where we value immediate comfort, like, say, staying warm in bed, way more than the big health benefits that are, down the road.
Oh, I know that battle. I give my friends such good logical advice about sticking with it, Then 5 minutes later, I'm the one making excuses. So is this wise reasoning just a fancy term for willpower, or is it different?
It's really quite different. It's not about gritting your teeth and forcing it. It's more about improving your judgment, especially when you're feeling emotional or tired. It helps close that gap you just mentioned, the gap between the brilliant advice we give others and the sometimes impulsive choices we make ourselves. And the research actually breaks it down into 4 sort of practical steps, like a quick mental checklist you can run through.
Okay, checklist. I like that. Let's unpack it. What's number 1 when that little voice says, skip the gym?
Well, the first 2 kind of go hand in hand. You start with intellectual humility. Basically, admitting you don't know everything.
Okay. Like maybe my plan won't work perfectly, or I don't really know how I'll feel after I start moving.
Precisely. And that leads right into the second one, taking perspective. So instead of just seeing it through your own tired eyes right now, you try to see it from another angle, maybe your future self's view. Or what would your coach say? Or even your family.
Ah, I see. So it shifts the internal question from do I feel like it now to something more like what choice fits the person I actually want to be.
Exactly. That's the core shift. And the last 2 steps add some flexibility. Number 3 is acknowledging uncertainty. Things change. Right.
Sure. Maybe I am too swamped for the full hour today.
Right. And that doesn't mean you have to do nothing. Which brings us straight to number 4, finding a compromise. If the original plan feels too big, find that middle ground. Maybe you can manage 20 minutes instead of 60.
Okay, so you've shifted from just raw impulse to a kind of thoughtful negotiation with yourself, but how do you actually get into that headspace? Interrupting that don't want to feeling seems hard.
Yeah, it can be. That's where the main technique comes in, something called self-distancing. It's the how-to for applying those 4 habits. It basically involves thinking about your own situation as if you were giving advice to a friend.
Ah, like stepping outside yourself for a moment.
Exactly. When you mentally step back like that, you tend to access a calmer, wiser perspective. It helps bypass that immediate hit of tiredness or, anxiety about the workout.
This sounds really powerful and practical, too, it seems. You're talking about using little prompts, sort of gentle nudges, to bring that future self into the picture right when someone's deciding.
Yes. The toolkit of nudges can be really effective. Imagine you're booking a class online. Instead of just booked, maybe a little message pops up. Future you, check in. What choice will you be proud of tonight?
Oh, I like that. Straight away using that perspective-taking habit. And I think my favorite example was the one for the freeze or cancellation page, asking something like, before you decide, just pause. How might this feel in 90 days? Thinking about your health, your confidence, even your budget.
Right. And why these work, the reason they help retention, is they link that immediate decision back to the member's bigger goals, their desired identity. It weakens that short-term impulse, getting them to think 30, maybe 90 days out. It quiets down that loud voice screaming, I don't feel like it now.
It builds loyalty because it positions the gym or the program as a partner helping them succeed, That feels like the real takeaway here. It's a small human touch, isn't it? Guiding people towards choices they'll actually feel good about later. Which, as the research suggests, tends to build much stronger loyalty than just, say, another discount.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with a really interesting thought to ponder, doesn't it? If just adding a simple line, like that future you check in, can make a real difference with gym no-shows and people quitting, well, what other really important areas of your life, maybe big financial plans or career choices, education decisions, how could those fundamentally change if you just pause more often? If you just took that moment to apply these simple habits, to ask your future you for a bit of advice?